This is the fall of America. It will be a quick, sudden disappearance.
I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new between the fucking news and the stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country fucked. Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead.
The way we live in the United States is not normal. Now, I'm not exactly sure when it happened, but it became crystal clear to me that something is wrong with the United States.
America is not what it once was. I've got some bad news for people who don't travel internationally. The world hates us, okay? We're not the big dogs. We don't have the clout that we once had. We aren't even, like, statistically on top of anything, education or anything anymore.
Wagwan. Whoever is watching this video and is celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, you know. So I know this video does not have a good lighting. Don't worry about the lighting, please. I'm sorry for that. In today's video, I'm going to react about people think America is great, but white in Americans have come forward and they are crying. They are shedding tears because of what America has turned into. Now, America has been superpower for so long, and we all believe that America has the great education system, health care, life is good. But right now, a lot of people are coming out to say America is turning out to be a mess. And this video that I'm going to react, and these clips that I'm going to show you is from white Americans. It's not from black Americans. Now, let's watch these videos first. This compilation of videos, and then we'll talk about it.
I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new between the news and the stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's... Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are fucking getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling. I've done everything I can. I'm trying to be a good man. I take care of my daughter. I take care of my wife. The best I can. I can't keep going. Every day it's something new. Then on top of that, as if you're not trying to spend money, you have to. Fucking everything's expensive. I own a painting company. I still can't fucking make it. I'm fucking trying, man. I can't look at my daughter and my wife and know I'm failing. I'm fucking done. Everybody wake up. It's time to stand up. It's time to be tired of this. It's our turn to fucking eat. I want to eat. I want my family to eat. I want you guys to eat. Stand up. Let's go. Stand up, man. Let's fucking eat. I'm tired. Let's help each other. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care what fucking color you are. If you are not eating and you're struggling, eat with me. Let's struggle together then. Let's be a team.
America is not what it once was. I've got some bad news for people who don't travel internationally. The world hates us, okay? We're not the big dogs. We don't have the clout that we once had. We aren't even like statistically on top of anything, education or anything anymore. And I've traveled a lot internationally. Over COVID, obviously, I stopped. And there's always been an underlying tone that America is dangerous. But, you know, we run Hollywood, so a lot of the media that is consumed by people in other countries is still American. However, I'm on my first international trip since COVID, and it has gotten worse. I have heard from every nationality that America is dangerous, but I arrived in Indonesia, which is a country that, you know, a lot of people aim to get out of and go to America. And the first thing that my taxi driver says to me is that he's afraid of America because of all the poppy seeds that we're taking and all the jazz powder that people are using. And he's convinced that people are walking around the US like zombies, because that's what's on the internet. That's what these people are seeing. And I think it's a really big lesson if you are sheltered and are not leaving the US. We don't got it. Like, we don't got it anymore. People don't want to live in America. People aren't eager to live in America. When I was in Europe, a lot of the kids said their parents wouldn't let them go to America because they were afraid they were going to get popped by the police. Like, those are the fears. The only fear that Americans have when their children travel overseas is that they're going to be, like in the movie Taken, which is a very small possibility. And they just use that as a fear. I don't even, like, that's not really even a founded fear. People aren't taking Americans when we go, because you know how big of a hell case they would raise if some little white girl went missing? That's not what's happening. But what is happening is other people from other nations are going to America and bad things are happening to them. So, just a reminder, we ain't shit. We ain't shit.
And I thought it was the UK that was on its arse. Seems like these Americans are really fucking struggling with the cost of living crisis. Check this video out. Tell me it don't break your heart. How can someone earning $80,000 a year be struggling to live? This is fucked.
Made, and we are literally the brokest we've ever been. Brokest we've ever been.
But I'm making the most money I ever had my entire life. My husband and I, between the two of us, gross, make like over $80,000 a year. And if you told me a few years ago that $80,000 a year was not going to be enough for a family of four.
I make more than what I made back in 2015. But I am still literally living paycheck to paycheck.
I have to work 60 hours a week and make $80,000 a year to make ends meet. That's insane. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it.
You live in America. You live in the freest, safest country in the world.
There's 165 countries in the world that have freedom for their citizens, and America ranks number 23 among those in terms of actual individual freedom that their citizens have. Also, among those countries, 72 of those have universal access to healthcare for all their citizens. America's not one of those, which is crazy because Americans work the 13th most hours among these countries while also paying the 14th highest tax rate among these countries. And also couple that with the fact that America ranks dead last in legally mandated PTO for their workers. So we work damn near more hours than everyone else. We pay damn near more taxes than everyone else. And then we also have the least amount of time off. Don't even get me started on the whole safety part of this. We have kindergartners that come home from school and talk about how they need to make sure they have the best hiding spots available in classrooms in case of an active shooter drill. We're the most armed country. We have more people in prison than any other country in the world. I'm not trying to turn this into America bashing. I promise you, I love this country. I love living in America. I do think we have the potential to be the best country on the planet. I'm just tired of the whole like, this is America, love it or leave it attitude, because that just leaves no room for improvement. We work hard enough and we pay enough in taxes to have a better quality of life than we do in America right now. That's okay to say while also appreciating the things that we have.
Another one of the key identity points that we've lost in this country that I think is only going to get worse comes from the job market, right? Right now, we're in a job market crisis. People have jobs, people are working, so you can look at the employment rates and you can say, oh, these are up or these are steady. But the fact is, it's a bit of a cope because we all know that the economy is absolutely trash. We all know that people are struggling, right, to make enough just to survive. You know, that we're a country, we're a people that are in debt, right? Even at the highest levels of our government, the country itself, we are in an immense amount of debt. But when we think of our job market, when we think of things like the gig economy, the hustle culture, and the devaluation of the very concept of a career. I think this is still one of the great self-defining parts of our lives, which is our job, our career. You know, you're a fireman, you're a plumber, you know, you're a banker, a CEO, you know, you're a soldier. In lieu of that, now we have, you know, people who are in positions for such short term. And I think that that's the real problem. It's the lack of permanence that robs us of our identity. Because instead of saying that I am this thing, this is what I do, this is my profession, this is what my skill set is, because you don't have that anymore, you know, because when you start making too much money or asking for too much, you're usually replaced by somebody that's new. You know, the skill set requirements are kept low on purpose. You know, you can look at unions, you can look at apprenticeships, journeymen, you know, masters. You know, this is something that kind of used to exist within all careers, within all jobs, right? There was always a ladder that you can climb up, and now that ladder is very short, if it exists at all. And if it does exist, usually it's an illusion, because once you start getting close, the competitive nature of America is going to have people find a way to get you out of there and replace you with somebody who won't ask questions. It won't cause trouble, won't ask for anything. And I only see this really getting worse because since we've digitized jobs, we've made people more invisible, right? When we see ourselves working in a job now, where's the reliance on us, really? If we're so easily replaceable, we'll see ourselves as redundant. We'll see ourselves as replaceable. And if we're replaceable, in the end, we see ourselves as disposable. And if we're in the position like this where we can't hold on to a steady job that we're going to grow from, then that leads into the next thing, which is the housing market. And you can say it's a housing market crisis now, but I say that the instability of the market has been going on for so long. It's not just a crisis. It's not just something that happened because of a little bit of reckless spending. This is something that's been going on a long time. This is something that's been done on purpose.
The whole history of America is the history of rich white men telling not rich white people that their enemies are black and brown. It starts in the colonies.
The way we live in the United States is not normal. Now, I'm not exactly sure when it happened, but it became crystal clear to me that something is wrong with the United States. And when I say this to people, they nod knowingly. Work and retirement here in the United States, working 40 plus hours a week is almost like a badge of honor. And for many, it's a necessity to have one or two jobs, working well into our 60s and 70s. Compared to other countries like the Netherlands and Germany, they have a work week around 35 to 38 hours with lots of time off for vacation and holidays. And they can still afford to retire successfully. They do not need to work late into their 70s as they have the money needed from working. So what does this mean? Well, statistics show it's a huge impact on our health and well-being, where versus the other countries that have the lower, more relaxed, stress-free work and retirement life, they have better balance in their life, they can enjoy it, and their well-being and health seems to be significantly better. So with the balanced work life, it means better family time, better health, and more active elderly seniors. Here in the United States, we have the work till you drop motto. Others have enjoy your golden years. I think it would be great if we could look into what other countries are doing. So as we retire, we have plenty of finances, don't have to worry about a place to live or becoming homeless or relying on other family members, and have the health to enjoy these fun activities in our senior golden year.
I have been a U.S. citizen for 8, almost 9 years now, and I have to say that me as an immigrant who's grateful to be in America, I face a lot of anti-America rhetoric. There's truly not a single day that has gone by in the last few years that I have not woken up and at some point during the day been grateful that my family moved to America when I was a kid. When I tell Americans this, like the regular Americans, when I tell real Americans this, they look at me like I'm crazy. They look at me like America is the worst place to be. They are just so ungrateful. I don't know, I just cannot believe at how I'm treated when I say that kind of stuff. Obviously, it's okay to admit that the United States of America has its issues and work towards fixing them. But why is there so much negativity? Somebody who in another universe could have potentially grown up in a third world country. I am so grateful to be in America, to have the opportunities that I have. I have done so much more with my life, I feel, than I could have ever done anywhere else.
If you're an American living abroad,
Please tell me why you would never go back. Because I don't have to worry about affording my health insurance, because my kids can go outside and play without me having to worry because the crime rates are so much lower, public transportation, 30 plus vacation days a year, so much paid paternal leave, because my son is now bilingual and working on becoming trilingual, because I'll save $100,000 in my son's paid university tuition, because I no longer have to worry about my own student loans, because even though I live in the most religious state, I'm not shamed for being atheist, because I can actually afford daycare, because my kids don't have to worry about being unalived at school, and because my taxes actually go towards helping other families.
Welcome back. America is great. That's all we had for so long. And everyone has been thinking and have a dream to go in America, the American dream. But black people in America, the black Americans were complaining all along, saying that health system is bad, spoiled, education system is this, crime rate is high. But no one wanted to believe that because of what was sold to the people. What about America being great? This video I did about why whites in America are crying and, saying black people were right all along about America. Until something touches you, that's where you will know how this thing is hard, until it is on your door. That's why, and that's how you will know it pains. Because black people are complaining about health, insurance, everything, like white people were in the front line getting this quality health and etc., quality education, all that. But right now, it's affecting everyone. Now, there is a clip where this white American said that, or this white man said that white people created something, or white people created environment for other whites to think that other races are the problem of America, or other races are the problem of their country. But America is for the rich. That's what he said. I want you to listen to this video and then we come back again. Wow. This is what a lot of people never knew about it. America being for the rich people, and the rich people want to enrich themselves more and more. They created a narrative to say that, or to show that other races are the problem of you as a white man and white woman in America. So other races went through a lot in the hands of this white race simply because the superior people, the richest people in America said it, and they created a system to show that you are not getting jobs simply because of them. You are not doing this simply because of them. You are not getting quality education simply because of them. But that was not how it is. The words that we have heard here is not from a black American. It's not from anyone who thinks bad of America. It's from an American activist himself. Now, black people have gone through a lot. Black people have suffered through a lot. When you go in a community where people live, there's whites and black, you can feel the tension between them. You can feel that black people, children, they are not able to play with other children simply because this race was termed as the race of crime. But that's not how it is. Things right now are coming out, and the white people in America, they are experiencing the problem black people were talking about. There is some white people in America, there's some Americans who moved out of America. Some of them are in Canada, some are in Africa, some are in Jamaica. But you know what they say? They don't want to come back to America anymore. They are not looking forward to go back to America simply because where they are in the safest place. Simply because where they are in the safest place. They thought America is the safest place ever. Public transportation where they are is top-notch. They thought America has the top-notch quality public transportation. Health and education where they are, it is perfect. Now, the narrative of America is great. The narrative of American dream is going to end. Not because black people have come out and talked about this, but because the white people in America, those who are not rich, are starting experiencing the problem, economic fallout, security fallout, technology fallout that's happening in America. Now, I hope there's some Africans watching this video. Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, Sudan, Rwanda, Burundi. I know all of us, most of the people, have this dream of going to America, have this dream of just attaining a passport and green card to go and live in America. Now, something we need to do as black people, we need to make sure that our countries is growing. We need to make sure we take care of Congo. We take care of Burundi. We take care of Kenya. We take care of Ghana. We can do better in our countries than that we think in America. We can do better in Kenya than you think you are going to do in America. Watch this video. And there's other video here. Go and watch how white in America, they are crying. I've seen a lot of black Americans saying that we cannot feel sorry for them because all along we have been saying this thing and they have been assuming it. We have been saying this, they have been assuming it. Now it is time you feel the pinch, because a sword cuts each part, this side and this side. It does not spare anyone. It's only rich people will avoid this sword. Africans, we have a part to play in making Africa great. And we will make Africa great by choosing the right leaders. Avoid corruption, avoid bribing. Don't get bribed. Be the superpower. Africa can be a superpower. We have great leaders like Ibrahim Traore who are trying to liberate Africa. We need to give him support. If you are African in diaspora, you have a mandate, you have a place, you have a role to play here. The role is sending a message to all African in diaspora, telling them how great Africa can be, how money you can make in Africa. People think America is the center of the world, the dollar center of the world, but this can change if we invest in our countries, Africans in diaspora. Go back to your country, invest in your country, make your country look great, choose leaders who will be the best in power, support Pan-Africanism, call out corrupt leaders, condemn the evils happening, have the spirit of Pan-Africanism, and we will make Africa great, and thus will make us avoid running to America and where the sword is cutting on the people. Now people are going to America and they're crying now. So the white people in America, we as black people, it's not that we don't welcome you in Africa. If you feel like coming in Africa, come in Africa. It's a free world. But please, 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 the things that black people said, all of them will come to pass. Because black people are the ones in the Bible, the true Jews in the Bible. I'm talking about black Americans. So some of them are seeing future. Some of them are passing things that will come to pass. So if you are white in America and you believe America is great, I don't know. But what is coming, everything is coming to pass that was predicted. Babylon will fall. When you talk about Babylon, you know what I mean. So I don't know what you think about this. Do you think America is falling? Do you think Americans are going through a lot? Do you think white people are going in things that black people said or black people have already went through? Because I have seen comments, black people coming out saying that we were crying about this. You are there laughing at us. Now we are crying all. My black American brothers, Caribbean brothers, African diaspora who have been having this American dream, thinking that Africa is like this, Africa is poor. I want to tell you, Africa is not that poor. It's that we lack people who can invest in Africa. We lack people who can, the motivation, we only need motivation from black Americans or African diaspora, because you are exposed more, exposed in technology, exposed in everything. I know black Americans, a lot of you have been researching about Africa. You in Africa better than us. You need to come back here. When you come back home, invest here. Teach people about Pan-Africanism. A lot of Africans don't know about this issue of Pan-Africanism. It's only you black Americans or Africans in diaspora who knows this, simply because you have went through a lot. You know what's on the other side. You know how discrimination look like. You know how racism look like. You know how segregation look like. You come back to the motherland. Teach Africans here that it's not always better, or it's not always green on the other side. The only greener side we have is your home. Your home is the only greener pasture you have. And when you take care of your house, it will bring better yield for you. When you take care of your home, it will make you rich. This thing I see a lot of Africans running away from Africa. We need to end that. If you have an African friend, Ghanaian, Nigerian friend, send this video to them. If you have a Senegalese friend, send this video to them. There is no running away from your motherland. Make your motherland great. For example, you have your home there in the village. You have a piece of land in the village, and now you are living in the city, and you build a big house in the city, leaving your village to be dormant. You can't even build shops in your city. Who will come and build them? Who will come and build those shops, create infrastructure in your village? It's only you. We are waiting for you to come from that city, come and build your hometown. Because the city is not for you. The city is for the government. Even owning land in a city, you need to renew it, to pay for tax. That's how it need to be. Those who have gone in America, those who have gone in France, those who have gone in Canada, those who have gone in UK, you have a part to play in making Africa great. You are the people, and we are the people. When we unite together, we'll make Africa great. When the people are crying there, we cannot cry anymore, because we have resources here. We have good soil here. We are the superior here. You know, we can do a lot in the motherland because we have space. Let us create industries. Let us do agriculture. Let us do business here, so that when other people are crying, we are superior. We have cried a lot as Black people. Okay? Tell me what you think in the comment section. Until next episode, peace be with you.